Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me today for another video. I'm so glad you could be here with me today. I'm going to take a small sabbatical, but I decided before I do so, I should probably do a quickie video. Today I'm going to do a pair that you've kind of seen it on my other videos, but I'm going to use it as the focus today. This is the Aussie JPY, and this is my end of week review. Even though I am going to be taking a sabbatical, I I still like to look at my charts to see potentially where I'm going during the course of the week. This is the Aussie JPY on the daily time frame, and you can see that we've kind of sort of been in a trading range now since sometimes in May. So we've kind of been in this same little trading range, and I will tell you how it is now. You've seen my video, possibly don't trade against a trend. If you have a trending market, you want to go in harmony with the trend. However, if you have a swinging market like this, then you want to swing with the market. So keep that in mind. There are four different kind of markets to trade. I've made a video on that, and you can see the different ways to trade those different markets. But currently, this is the Aussie JPY on the daily time frame. And I'll tell you some of the things you want to look for if you are looking for a reversal in a swing market. One of the things is a resistance level. Okay, you got a resistance level here. You have a break of that trend line. So those are two things that say, it's probably time for a short. And in addition to that, you have this candlestick signal right here. And I will tell you, generally, because there are no absolutes in the market, keep that in mind. Generally, if you get a reversal soon after a trend starts, usually it's a false signal. Just like right here. You see where you got a reversal signal soon after you started a new trend. Generally, that's false, so keep that in mind as well. Okay, now this is the what if video. Okay, and I want you to start looking at your charts more in depth because there are times that the market is just and it will not do what it is that it's supposed to do, or at least what we think in our mind that it's supposed to do. You can see here how it closed above the trend line. It looked like it was going to continue that trend. And the next day, it just decided to do what it wanted to do. Now, these are the questions that I want you to ask yourself at the end of the week. The what if questions. What if, instead of coming down like it did here, what happens if it bounces up and breaks my trend line? Where is it that I'm going to be looking for the next resistance level? Well, if it's on this daily time frame, then let's make that simple. We'll just go to the next high on this daily time frame. Now currently I'm expecting this market to continue to fall, and it may not. It may bounce from here and continue to go. But I'm looking for a short off of a bounce, and I'm looking to come to at least 73.66. That is the this area of resistance here. I mean area of support. So I'm looking to come down to that area of support. Now, you can see that this is a kind of temporary support for me. This isn't the main support. This would be the very next area of support, which is a little bit more solid. Let me take this off. Well, no, let's keep that there because this is a what if video. Now, I know you've noticed that my resistance and my supports, they're different colors, different levels. This is to indicate the different time frames. This is more of a short-term thing. The solid blue ones are more of kind of, it's like where we are right now. This that you see at the bottom, and I wanted to show you this would be the next level on the monthly time frame should this one break. So I wanted to, if for some reason price breaks this, then I want to know when I see it that this is off of the monthly time frame. Guys, this is not rocket science. Yes, you can do this. Some people think that I'm a pretty good trader. I'll tell you, the reason that I'm a pretty good trader is because I'm one of the dumbest traders that I know. So everything that I'm sharing with you, generally I've learned it the hard way. Wanted to quickly also take a look at this Euro USD. This thing has been giving me the devil lately. It kicked my butt last week royally. And this is what I mean. If you have established resistance levels and price pierces through or breaks through, then you need to decide if you're short, what it is you're going to do and how soon you're going to cut that. The sooner you cut it, especially if it's in harmony with the, even if it's a small trend like this one, if it's in harmony with that trend, go ahead and cut that immediately. Save yourself the capital and the heartache. Also, you see here, we have a resistance level. That's, let's see where this resistance level is from, and we have this reversal. Now we don't have an additional confirmation, and that for some people is enough to go on considering that we're overall in a bearish trend. But okay, we can see this little pocket of resistance is from way back here on May the 5th. So that's where this resistance level came from in the daily time frame. And you'll see the very next one I have drawn, I have it at 1.3092. Some people use Fibonacci levels. Guys, it's like I've told you, I'm not that smart. But I just look at my time frames and decide where the next possible level is going to be. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But even if we travel back in the chart, sometimes years, you can see where those levels were significant. So pay attention to that level. Now, a lot of us shorted these levels prematurely based on um, the resistance level, the daily trend line, the weekly trend line, and all of those things. And I'll show you a picture of that trend line soon. Now we have one or two things that can happen right here. Let me blow this up. Okay, price can either fall down from there, which it looks like we may have a beautiful shorting opportunity there. However, it may break through that level and just continue on like a game buster. So when you look at your charts, be ready to do whatever. Be prepared if you decide to short this to go ahead and cut it soon after, or if you decide to short it and it goes short, then go ahead and mark the next possible level of support. Lastly, I want to say if you do decide to short this Euro USD, keep in mind what the weekly trend lines look like. So please keep those things in mind. You have, I don't know if it's a temporary bounce at this point. Initially, I thought that it was a temporary bounce and that it was going to fall back down. However, you can see we've broken above this trend line and we're continuing to go. That does not mean that this is not going to fall down. And it also doesn't mean that we're not going to continue to this next level before price comes back down. Guys, you can absolutely do this. This is not rocket science, but you must spend time getting familiar with your chart. Have a terrific trading week. And yes, you can absolutely do this.